Hey y'all, thanks for joining me today at Warlock Toy Adventures in the studio. I got a Data Viper from the G.I. Joe Retaliation line. This is much after my time of off-the-peg G.I. Joe collecting. I got this recently on a toy trade run with a friend of mine. I didn't have a dog in the fight, didn't have a penny to my name, honestly. He was gracious enough to offer me some of the toys that he bought that day. I chose this because it looks really cool, and I don't have one. I thought I would continue to share what is a gift with y'all by doing an unboxing video. I don't know how to do an unboxing video, but I know how to unbox things, so I'm going to make a video of that. Come with me and share in the fun. Starting with the packaging, we've got the G.I. Joe Retaliation logo from, I think it's the second of the motion pictures. I wasn't a fan, I didn't follow it. It looks like we got Snake Eyes here, looking like movie Snake Eyes, which is good for that, I guess. This over here might be Roadblock, as portrayed by Dwayne Johnson. I've followed Dwayne Johnson since his WWF days, and I've met him in person a few times on different movie sets that I've been on. That's not what he looks like. But nonetheless, there's that. This guy looks awesome geared up. It's almost an astronaut feel. I think that's why I liked it. Take note that this antenna is pointing up. This radar dish is also pointing up. We're going to get back to that later when we look at the back of the box art. Also, he comes with this super killer drone, which folds up. That is just too cool for school, man. I'm super excited about that. In case I didn't mention that fully enough, it includes a TAC drone. Make sure you got that. Also, there's a choking hazard, small parts, and it says not for children under 3 years, but we all know that's to make sure your mom ain't in the room when I unbox it. Moving to the side of the box. G.I. Joe, the world's greatest special ops fighting force with top secret ninja training from the toughest of masters. Led by Ultimate Ninja Commando Roadblock, these elite heroes defend the globe from evil forces of Cobra. I hate every word of this and the way that it's assembled. I'm going to move on and not ever read that again. We got a breakdown of some of the other characters available in this line. I'm not going to get into it. It's probably just not of interest to me. I wasn't a fan of the movies. I'm probably going to not like the modern spin on them. It says here, Data Vipers are technology experts who use advanced tech gear to attack, sabotage, and spy on the G.I. Joe team. Using an attract drone, a Data Viper prepares to strike a G.I. Joe squad, but the G.I. Joe team spots the drone and opens fire. Sounds like this guy kind of sucks at his job. I mean, or the Joes are just that good. They spot the drone and open fire. I don't know. Stupid story. On the front, I noted that the antenna was pointing upward, and so is this dish. This is pointed down back here. I think this is done to save space on the card. Also of note is that it includes a TAC drone. Don't miss out on that, please. I like him even broken down. He's got a couple of guns here that look a little bit like sawed-off shotguns or pistol grip shotguns. I think he looks pretty cool like that, even not geared up, but we're going to find out for sure. My favorite part of this card art is it's that. I can't believe they said that right there, and it's just like, whoop, duh. I'm sure you guys are getting a kick out of that tool. Let's crack it open. Is the strike team ready? The task force ready? All right. Here we go. I don't know how to open a box and preserve it because I don't do that. If this thing was worth like $500, I would probably sell it and just make my own Data Viper from Marauders, Marvel Universe, Joy Toy, or whatever I wanted to make it from. On eBay, these things are, I don't know, 60, 70 bucks. To me, I would rather just crack this thing open and enjoy it as a posable figure and distribute the accessories, maybe repaint it. I don't know. I'm not a museum curator. I'm a toy customizer. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut this thing open. I'm going to do it carefully just so you guys don't cringe too much. Uh-oh. So carefully. That was actually done nicely. It was almost like a hot glue thing, so it separated actually pretty cleanly. It didn't tear any of this surface paper off. That was kind of thoughtful on Hasbro's part, although it was probably just the cheapest way to do it. Did I sound bitter? Good. If I weren't doing a video of this, and I really was, I wanted to take care of this guy as much as I do, I would probably put this thing in front of a little space heater and get all of the parts and the clamshell or whatever packaging heated up so that nobody breaks, nobody tears, and nobody gets upset. But I'm making a video, so if I break a part, I did it for you. I did it for you. That is such a far out and yet super dope helmet. It's like, I don't know, Pyramid Head, but it's kind of a Star Wars type gimmick. Pretty cool. It's a bit sticky. Uh-oh. I don't want to have to get rough with you, buddy, but I'm going to get rough with you. Let's get this rubber strap out of the way. He's already strapped enough. I've never been crazy about this mid-waist articulation. It works in some ways. In some ways, it's just like really annoying. Normally, when I'm opening a figure like this, at this point, I would dunk him in some warm soapy water before I attempt to adjust him. But stand by, I'm about to actually brag on Hasbro. This is a toy meant for play, so generally with guys like this, you can snatch them out of the packaging and start posing them and twisting them around and going all UFC on them without snapping the crap out of them. It looks like this guy is pretty beefy. This feels well made. It really does. You can see all the articulation. Generally better looking at the back of a figure. You can check the double knees. He's got, yep, pivoting and turning ankles. Elbows are looking good. This head is turning around good. I really dig it. I really dig it so far. Let's try to get him armored up for y'all. This is just dope, man. These missile launchers. Oh, that is too cool. Let's see, how should we go about this first? I want to get this radar dish in place. I'm going to point that up. Oh, that was on the other side on the box art. Let's go with the box art. I'm going to put it on this side and put this antenna thing right here. And Data Viper, it didn't say anything about it, but I am so getting a space vibe off this dude. And I'm not a Space Force G.I. Joe kind of dude, but it is just kind of in my big fat face on this one. I'm going to run his arm through there. Get a hold of that joystick. That joystick does not pivot. It does pivot. I lied right to your faces. Okay. Get Iron will flex his fingers open. Give him, look, it's a timing issue. Now is no time at all. Okay, get the joystick in the fingers. I'm going to mirror that over here. Get the fingers open. Hold them open just for a second. Let the plastic relax. Move the joystick. Oh, this guy's quick. This guy is fast. They should call him the Fast Data Viper. All right, so we're in there. Get the joystick in there. Keep an eye on it till that plastic relaxes. Make sure the fingers are actually going to wrap around that thing. Plastic is fickle. Bet you didn't think I was going to use the word fickle in this video, but I did. Now I have lost control of what's going on here. The box art is of little help. If we carefully examine what's going on right here, I don't even see these fend pieces, of which I have 2. So, have I horribly misunderstood what's going on here? Do they go on the backpack? Do they go on the top of his joysticks? That doesn't make any sense. This is madness. I'm going to proceed as if they are not even here. Now remember this hose connecting there and elsewhere. Maybe that hose is all that was there to even connect that thing. That doesn't make no sense. Consulting the box art has been help to the sum of 0. But I think what's going on here is these things, these fend pieces, hook onto that. Not very securely. I don't mind adding critically. I'm going to put that hose on there. So hopefully that will maintain that. I don't normally trust hose to maintain anything. I maintain the hose, but in this case, I'm going to have to make an exception. We got that guy going right there. All right, he has those things in place. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're sound weapons or something. I'm going to put this harness back on him, this backpack piece, which seems like it would be horrible to carry, but if you have radar and radio and telecom and sonar and telemetry and telegraph and telephone and missile launchers, who gives a rip? Hold the thing on there, dude. I'm going to put this guy right on this guy. Plug it in right over his head. And this thing is assembled, man. I'm not totally sure where the guns... Thank you for that. See, you can't trust them hoes. Them hoes don't regulate. I don't know where the guns go. It's not there. That's going to take some... It's not going to take anything because they go right here. For storage? Quick draw? That's pretty wicked. Something like that. Or maybe like that so that the grip is more available. Perhaps. I don't know. I'm not married to those guns anyway. They look a little too sci-fi for me. Even if I did want to declare this guy Astro Viper or Space Viper, Orbit Viper, Space Force Viper. Maybe it's Elon Musk Viper. What's his space thing called? This is what drew me to this, is this folding drone, man. This thing is dope. I love it. And it's an O32. I mean, we all know what that means. Duh. I love it. I absolutely love this thing. I even love that it's hollow on the bottom. That doesn't kill it for me. That might be, I don't know, air-to-surface radar or something where it can cruise over and evaluate a target. These guns can attach to that, which seems kind of silly because they have grips on them. They're handheld weapons until you're in a tight spot and the drone comes by and says, hey, here's your handheld weapon. Can't help but notice you don't got none. Now you got one. Fire it up. Kind of dig that. Overall, man, I love this thing. It is really cool. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. I see some repaint in the future, maybe light, because I dig the astronaut thing. It may change my G.I. Joe collection, man. It may change my my Cobra forces to include a outer atmosphere strategic strike team. But if he maintains this harness with the sonar, the radar, the electric toothbrush, and the satellite provided by Spectrum Communications, then he's going to have some leg armor. He's gonna have to bulk up down low, because right now he's got a Bluetooth thing going on with the legs not matching the upper body. Yeah, I would say if you guys get a chance to grab one and you're digging what you're seeing here, if you get a chance to grab one that is out of the package but has the accessories, grab it up. Maybe if you're at Joe Fest, get one in the package. They'll probably be a lot more reasonable there than you're going to catch them on eBay or certainly Marketplace, for crying in the mud. Very cool. A lot of possibilities, even if you want to do something different than the astronaut thing, man. I could even see passing this guy off as a medical technician, a Cobra field medic. Just the colors are right. And that helmet is scary as crap. Can you imagine being in a terrorist organization, getting wounded, you black out, and you come to, and this guy's looking down on you about to do surgery. And he screams, "No anesthetic, it is outside of Cobra's budget." That's a bit much. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to tell the strike team to stand down. This guy is no threat at the moment until I get to repaint him and name him. Thanks for joining me.